you want to tune into the show. I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen.
And Big Brother has promised through Lawrence that today's eviction is going to be unique, outstanding, with a twist, and be very unexpected. So you guys, you need to tune on to the channel, or better still, get the full lowdown on my channel later this evening as I bring you the update of the eviction, the fourth live eviction. Now, of course, for those of you who cannot recall, these are the housemates up for eviction: Lerato, Papa Ghost, Liema, Mitch, Pale, and Yolanda. So if you actually voted the way you're supposed to vote, if you actually mobilized people to vote for your favorite to be safe today. We don't know if it's one or two that would leave, but let's see how it goes. Now, in this video, I'm going to let you in on the crazies. First on my list is the fact that Els called Makhekhe a two-faced human. According to her, she noticed how he would say something to one person or to a group of people, but then when the other group comes, he changes his words and, says another thing. According to her words, she said he is two-faced, he is finding face. Now, what led to this conversation? He was doing some cleanup around the garden area. She was sitting down and she was like, I noticed how you were talking to them, McJourney and the rest, and you were telling them how, the girls did well at their lap dances yesterday and the other things they did. But then when Papa Ghost came around, you change your words as though you were finding face. That is you being two-faced, and that's not cool. And Makhekhe was like, he should hold up. He needed to defend himself. Now, he said that everything he said to each group of people. He did not change face when it came to Papa Ghost, and he didn't when it came to McJourney and Young Papi. Now, what he said was that there were some ladies who actually did well, and then there were the ones who didn't do well. And the ones who did well, he appreciated them. The ones who didn't do well, he wished they did better. It would have helped them and stuff. He is not two-faced. He's someone who is loyal to friendship, and he cannot be friends with two people even if they don't talk to each other. He would not side one. He would be for the both of them and would not talk bad about one to another. She got calm at that and she understood him. And I was like, oh, this is really nice for him to clear the air, or else somebody will have a very bad perception about you. And later you guys will be fighting unnecessary fights that are very, very, very uncalled for.
I feel like the most successful relationships are those in which both people just don't expect a title from each other and they just live.
I don't agree.
Nah, bro, like people that...
I agree with you, but I beg to differ.
Liema has learned the hard way, and right now, when it comes to anything around a man, especially Jareed, she makes her statement bold, understandable, and very clear. Now, Liema, Mpumi and Jareed were having a conversation in the lounge, and it was about marriage. And I'm like, okay, man with his two wives or concubines are talking about marriage. Now, Mpumi was saying something around the lines of she would like to get married, like either would get married, she would more or less, she would like to give birth to kids after getting married. Liema added saying that it would be very, very unwise to give birth to kids without a defined relationship. So she's also of the opinion that you need to get married to have kids, so it doesn't become very chaotic and all the 9 yards. Now, moving on, Mpumi says she's actually scared of having kids, for people to raise the child or join her to raise the child, the uncertainties that comes around raising a child. She's just generally scared of it, and she doesn't know yet how to handle it. Maybe she might just grow into it. Liema confirmed that too. But then they moved on to talking about how relationships get successful. The two ladies are of the opinion that a definitive relationship is way better. That is, when two people come together to date or marriage or whatever, they should define it. That is what a relationship should be like. It brings safety, comfort, and loyalty. But Jareed is of another opinion. He says he feels that the best and the successful relationships are relationships that don't have a definition. Two people loving on each other or caring for each other or being around each other without any tag, and they just grow into whatever it ends up being. Now, these girls did not agree, but it was quite good to understand how their minds work, how his own mind worked too. But I don't think any of these ladies would like to be around somebody like this, because you just cause them a lot of heartache. And I guess he is right when he said they were emotional.
You're allowed to remove yourself from the equation, but I'll still show care. And whatever you need, bro, I got you, bro.
Oh my God. Now, you guys, you need to pardon my voice. I kind of have a sore throat. But did we just watch Els getting dumped by Jareed and friend zoned at the same time? Is Jareed seeing that he's playing a very dirty game that is unstable and trying his best to get back to his first love, Liema? Because this conversation was quite shocking, left Els feeling rejected and insulted. The way she even walked away out of that place, I'm like, oops, oh my God, this is not good. So basically, Jareed friend zoned Els and, called her bro. I'm like, I don't understand. Yes, he uses bro a lot, but this case was very intentional. He said like 2-3 times. So they were having a conversation as to what it was between them and how he was going to handle the 3 girls. And he was like, with the way things are going, he doesn't want to be that guy that somebody will be saying, did this, did that. The way he wants to roll from now on is not the way most of them might want to roll. So for now, he is okay if else wants to remove herself from the equation. And I'm like, he hasn't had this conversation with Mpumi. He definitely hasn't had this conversation with Liema. He is telling this girl off. And then he went on to add that, I'll still be there for you. I'll still care about you. I just want people to see that I care while I run my things the way I run my things. She was like, oops, her facial expression, her body language, everything was in shock and disappointment and felt insulted. So I was like, yeah, that's okay, no problem. He kept touching her. I was like, I hope you're okay. I hope you're cool. I hope we're cool. She was like, oh yeah, no. She stood up to leave. He was like, oh, come, let me give you a peck. She was like, what? No. Even the laugh was fake. Even the expressions was fake. I know he knows that he's messed up, but he's okay with his decision. She would literally vow to never come around this guy. But if she ends up going around him and be all flirty and shit, I think the joke is on her. He has made his statement clear and she doesn't want to take it. It is what it is. When it comes to the diary session of those who are up for eviction, I didn't see the full diary session of Pali, but I heard when Big Brother asked her who she thinks might get to be evicted today, and she says she actually guesses it's her or Mitch, but she has a high expectation that it might be her. I'm like, okay, girl has seen her leaving. It is what it is. And then Papa Ghost has an interesting diary session, because he said he is not as shaky as he was for the past few weeks that he's been up for nomination. Maybe he's just taking it as it is, but he knows when it gets to the time, he'll feel shaking. People that asked why he doesn't feel shaking right now, he said maybe because he has been up for nomination multiple times and got to pass, and then there are other people who he feels are weaker than him.